Hey, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa, and we are going to do something fun today. Look at this. I want to show you how to get this youthful glow, not adding anything after you put your foundation on, okay? It is reverse foundation, and I've done that before on here, but not with this foundation. This is the star of the show right here, ladies. This right here is the star of the show. It is wonderful. And I talk a little bit about this as we're doing the application of it. I think you're going to love it. So just keep watching. Okay, so I want you to see my face before we get started. I've just done my eyes and that's it. I haven't done any brows. All you see on my face is skincare, and that's why it looks so glowy. I love my skincare. The one thing I'm loving using underneath my eyes right now is this beauty oil by Younique. I've been loving it. Look how it just leaves everything so soft and supple looking, and it's just fabulous. And your concealer goes over it really well. So I've been using that, plus the Vaseline at times. You know, the lotion that I love to use, this right here. This stuff really does work. And I will put a little dab of this on right before I do my concealer. And it really does help blend it out better. It softens it, and it helps it not to settle so much into my fine lines and wrinkles. All right, so we are going to get started with this. I just wanted you to see my face first. All of the goodness that there is on this face. The redness, melasma, I've got plenty of that. Really thinking about doing a chemical peel on my face. I think I would benefit from that. I did that a long time ago, so if you've ever considered it, you do need to go to a dermatologist to do it. And you will need to be off of work for about a week or hide for about a week, because it's going to turn like totally brown on your face and the whole face is going to peel. But when it peels, all of these things will disappear and your skin will be just flawless looking. It really is cool. And I haven't done it in a long time, but I need to do it. Okay, let's get started on this reverse look. I want you to see how beautiful this finish is with this foundation. It's incredible. Now you choose which kind of primer you want to use. I love a mattifying primer. This is Younique's mattifying primer, and this is a hydrating primer. Now, depending on your skin type, you know, I'm a combination girl, so I typically will use the matte versus using the hydrating. Now, depending on what time of year it is and my face does get dry, maybe in the cold weather, I will use the hydrating primer. But today, we're going to stick with the matte, and all you're going to do is it takes one little old pump. That's it. You're going to do like this, boom. You're going to take it in your fingers, and usually I just kind of dab it around and push all of it into my skin. And when I get up to my under eyes, I just dab it, just tap lightly there. So very, very lightly through there. Because we are going to come back and we're going to add some of that lotion. But this will give you a nice little barrier. I don't try to swipe it like I do across my face. Just dab it. That's a sensitive area. And yes, I even do bring it down my neck too. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is add all my contour first. And then I come back and add the highlight. So I'm going to use this right here. I'm going to use Younique's Sclupting Trio. And this is in the color medium. I don't even think we have this anymore. I'm not sure if we do. If we do, yeah, I'll put it in the description box for you. But this is the one I typically will use. And you can see that I love this color here. I love the fact that this is not a cool tone color for me. I need something just a little bit darker so that it shines through or comes through. It's like peekaboo makeup, typically. I'm knocking things over, sorry. And I'm going to use this brush right here. This is Younique's brush. This is a contour brush. It's specifically designed for this right here. And we're going to take the dark color as much as I can get on here. And the first place I'm going to apply this is the turkey neck. And so you're going to apply it through here, just like this. And I'll try to be fast with this because I don't want this video to be like super, super duper long. I want it to be simple and easy for you to understand. And then we're going to put it here. And you can put it pretty heavy if you want to. I usually do. I usually draw the lines like this. And if you can, you could take your finger most likely and do some of this. If you didn't want to use a brush, take your finger and apply it, especially if it's a cream. Now, I would recommend you using a cream and not a powder. I don't think it will work as well with a powder. And so I'm applying it right here because 3-finger rule. 3 fingers fit on my forehead. So therefore I can contour here and here. And then if if you can put 4 fingers up there, you can go from temple to temple. If you can only get 2, then don't contour up there at all, okay? And I wear bangs, so I don't necessarily have to apply this all the way across like that, but I do want it to be dark enough to be seen. And don't worry about how it looks, because it is going to look kind of crazy on your skin. But this is going to be there, and it's just going to peekaboo through everything else that we're going to be putting on our face. Now, one other place I like to put it is right underneath here. And just make sure you get it dark enough to where you can actually see it. I'm probably going to darken it out just a little bit more. So now I've gotten everything where I want it to be dark, okay? You can always come back and add anything else that you want to. Just once you get everything on, you can kind of sit back and look at it, and then you can decide that. Now I'm going to use NYX Wonder Stick. This is WSO1. It's like a light medium. But if you don't have a Sculpting Trio palette like this, you could use the darker side of this to do the same thing that I just did. I just like this color on me. But we're going to use the lighter side of this, which is so easy to use, and it's creamy. You want to use items that are creamy, remember. And we're going to come down our face. We're going to draw everywhere that we want some light to be shining through. And yes, you can make it a little bit heavy if you want to. I want to add some light here. I want to add some light right through there. We're going to take it and run it right up through here, because I am going to put concealer. I'm going to use Younique's concealer for under my eyes. But we're going to use this right now, just through this area here. Is there anywhere else I need it? I don't think so, because you got to allow places for you to put the foundation, because we're going to dab the foundation on, and then we're going to blend it all in. I know it looks crazy, but I'm just going to tell you, it's really, really pretty when you get done. Now, the next thing we're going to add to this, I'm going to use a lipstick to apply my blush. I'm going to use this right here. This is called Snarky. This is a Splash liquid lipstick. Now, if you have some kind of cream blush, then use that. By all means, use that. But this is a perfect color. It's kind of a rosy, mauve-y color. I love it, and it's really pretty in this way. And what I will do, here's my bone, and see, I've got the separation. I've got it right where I want it to be. And I'm just going to dot it first, like this, right up into that temple. And then I'm going to take my little wand here and just kind of spread it out a little bit. Try not to get into your hair like I just did. And you can definitely bring it down just a little bit and blend it all out just like that. And then we're going to do the other side. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to dot it right up through this area here, right up into that temple. And then we're just going to take it and spread it out. I like to do the dots first. It gives me a placement better. And if you want to add a little more there, there you go, girl. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so pretty. This looks crazy, but in the end, you will love it. You will love it. You will love how it looks. All right, so let me grab the star of the show, which is our Serum Plus Foundation. Okay, so the next thing we're going to grab is one of these. I don't know if you go to Ulta, you can buy one of these at Ulta. Maybe you have something like a little tray. And what I'm going to do is put the liquid foundation right here on this. And then I'm going to dab it with my fingers everywhere that I want it to be. And then we're going to blend it out with a brush, or you can use the Beauty Blender. Make sure the Beauty Blender is moist if you're going to use a Beauty Blender. I think a Beauty Blender is something that's awesome for our mature skin. But today I think I'm going to use a brush. Now this is the Serum Foundation. I use the color Eyelet. Definitely shake it up before you start. This stuff is wonderful. This stuff has sodium hyaluronate for your face, and your skin's gonna love it. It's so beautiful. The finish is, it doesn't settle in your fine lines and wrinkles. Let me see what else it has. It has Gardenia Extract. Yes, I have notes. I'm not that smart. Humectant to increase the water content on the skin. It also has Ectoine to help protect the skin from environmental stressors, which, good Lord, we know we get that, don't we? And it has a silicone blend for a velvety texture. It really is an amazing, amazing foundation. I love it. I love the finish. So when you open this up, this has a little top that's going to pop up like that. And then when you open it up, it's actually drawing in the foundation into the dropper already, okay? So you do not need a whole lot of this. A little goes a long way. So if I was going to just put this on, typically I use about 4 drops for my entire face, okay? That's true. That much. A little goes a long way. So take your finger and you're going to place this in the areas where you need the foundation to be. Pop it in there like that. Places like up here, I'm going to put it there, right here, right here. Places I left space in, okay? That's where we're going with this. Here, here. And less is more because you can always come back and add if you want to. I'm going to put some right there and right there, right there. Isn't this fun? You're painting your face. It's really a lot of fun to do this foundation technique this way. Can you see anywhere else I might need it? Oh, I see a place. I need right here. Now, you're going, well, how come I haven't done my under eyes yet? I will do my under eyes. I typically like to do this first, and then I will finish up with doing the under eyes, because that area, when you're 50 plus, 40 plus sometimes, you don't really want to pull a lot of attention to that area. So I like to do it last, and I can finish it out, and it will be really, really pretty and easier to do. So, okay, I'm gonna grab my brush, and we're gonna get started. Y'all, my life is crazy right now. I'm just gonna say this, my mom is not doing well, and so my brain is like all over the place. I was in the emergency room with her yesterday. She's been in the hospital for 2 weeks, and she's been in rehab for another week, and I just brought her home, and then I had to take her back to the emergency room yesterday. So life is a little crazy for me, girls, but I'm loving doing this for you. This is fun, and I hope you learned something from it. That's my goal. So let me know if you do. Try this. I think you'll love it. I think you'll have fun just actually putting all this on. This is my therapy for myself. Now comes the fun part, when all of this comes together, and you'll be amazed at the finish, because everything we've put on here is going to peekaboo through, and you really don't have to come back with any bronzer or any blush, just unless you want to. When I did this the other night on my Facebook page, on Ladies Night, I left it just like it is. And the pictures you see in my thumbnail are from that actual live video that I did a tutorial on. All right, so this is a wonderful brush. You just need something like this, like a fluffy brush. This one is great, or make sure if you do use a beauty blender and you blend it all in, which is another way of doing it. You can try it both ways and see which is best for you. But you're going to start blending where I usually start at the bottom, and I start down here, and then I work my way up, okay? I work my way up, and you're just kind of blending this out right over all. And don't forget, now you got to bring it under here. You definitely have to bring it down and underneath here. You don't want to walk around the line on your face, but you're just blending this out right over the top of all the things that we just added, okay? How pretty is that? Move your hair. I have to do that. Let me come down here, and let's blend it out over all in this area. Your skin is going to be gorgeous. I mean, you're already seeing the difference, right? I do. Now wait till we get up here and we go right over this. Oh, yeah. And you will make weird face movements when you do it. You can't help but do it. How many of you tried to put on your makeup without holding your mouth open? It's really hard. See how pretty? Oh, I love it. I absolutely love this. And you know what? Once you get this down, you could do this probably really easy. It's probably not something I would do every day. But if you're going to have pictures made, special events, things like that, and you just really want some kind of soft look on your face, look at that. Girl. Please tell me you'll try this, okay? I always say that, don't I? Because I think it's important to feel, you know, as you age, I look at my mom and all the things I've been going through with her. And she was such a fashionista. And now to just see her so broken is really hard. It's hard because she has dementia, and she has AFib, dementia. And we've had a rough time here. And I can see that it's wearing on her, and it has aged her a lot more than she was. And I still want her to feel confident and beautiful about herself. But at least she still knows me, right? She does. She knows I'm her person. But she lives here with me, so she's been here with me for 5 years. It's just now getting to the point of being bad and worse. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love this finish. Now, I'm not going to add anything else to this. I love the way this looks. Now, I am going to do the under eye concealer. Let's do that because we can't be walking out looking like this is a different color than this. But look how pretty the finish is. And look how pretty it is, the shine on your sheen on your face. And it's very touchable. That's what I love about this foundation. And it doesn't settle in any of my lines. Anywhere. It's amazing. Even these up here, when I'm moving, it still doesn't settle in them. Isn't that awesome? So I'm going to use Younique's little concealer here, right here, and it's got a little doe foot applicator. And most of the time when I pull it out, I wipe it pretty much just about all off. You don't need a whole lot. See that? Barely any on there. We're going to touch it right here. I'm not going to put the lotion on. I felt of it, and it feels pretty pliable, just like it is. Very soft. So I think the finish will be perfect. I don't think I need any. And I don't always add that, so let's just do one side so you can see the difference. Now I do kind of push it outward, and we are going up and just kind of blending it out. And then what I'll do is get this where I want it, and then I'll come back and take the brush that I use to do all the foundation. Now I do like to bring this right down through here. I do like a lot of light to the center of my face. And then what you can do is take this and you can just kind of blend out that edge there so it softens everything. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I have such fun with makeup. I do. I'm looking up in the air. Now, if you do see that you like to use a beauty blender, you can do that too. You can pull this out, and if you have anything sitting there, this is a moist beauty blender, by the way. You can just kind of press it in. Don't swipe anything. Just press through it and just kind of blend it straight up into your temple. And I'll do the other one off camera. But I just wanted you to see the difference that it makes. It just looks so soft and pretty. Okay, so I did my brows, and I haven't put powder on my face at all yet. So this is basically what it would look like. It just looks like your skin, but better. I did take a little bit of Mercier, this loose powder here, and I used my little brush right here, this under eye brush, and I went right through here, and I placed this down under my under eyes. Just a little bit. And then you just kind of lightly swipe it away, and it softens it. It gives it such a pretty, I love this color. This is her translucent setting powder. Love it. It's a loose setting powder. That's what you want to use. I've tried to use the pressed powder one before, but I really like the loose better. I have more control with it. But we are going to use the same. We're going to use the Mercier. Same thing. Put it in your lid, just like that. And I'm going to take a little powder puff brush like this. Little tiny one. I'm going to get me a little bit bigger one, though. This one's tiny. This one came with my It's Cosmetics stuff, and so that's why I've been using it. But what I do is I press. Now, if you don't want to use powder, you can definitely use a setting spray to finish this off. I love to set it with this. And let me just say this too. We have to wear masks now. A lot of you probably are still having to do that. So this is transfer resistant, this foundation. So you don't have to worry about it coming off. It really does work. I've had so many ladies message me and tell me that it's a game changer for them because they have to wear the mask and there is no transfer. So you don't take it off and have like half your face missing, you know what I'm saying? But I do like to press this in. This. Oh my goodness. And don't forget, if you just want to do your T-zone, you can just do your T-zone area only, which I definitely would recommend you doing that. But I like to do my whole entire face. I like to press it in, and pressing it in makes a huge difference. It also helps with the pores on your face as well. And don't forget, you have a neck, and we put foundation there too, remember? And so in We don't want that transferring either. So set it with a little powder. There we go. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to add a lip and we will finish this thing up. And here's our finished look. What do you think? Didn't go back and add anything to it. This is called Peekaboo Makeup. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I do. It looks like my skin, but better. It just gives you a nice soft glow. And when you do the reverse makeup, it just comes through as being just natural looking. And I love that. And at our age, we do need something like that. I think we really do. So if you like this look, please, please, please try it and comment below that you've tried this. If you want this foundation, I will link everything down below. You can connect with me on Facebook and I can help you do a color match if you wish. I do that quite a bit, and it's done in Messenger, so nobody ever sees your picture that you send me. And I do appreciate you watching. Please like and share and click that notification bell and subscribe to this channel. And put down in the comments what you might like for me to touch on with your face. I would love to help you out with that too. I just love looking at this. It's so pretty. It's so youthful, and I think you will love it. So I'll be here next Sunday. I hope you'll be back with me, and y'all have a great and wonderful week.